Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
May I ask what attracted you to astronomy?
You may. Might I assume from your inquiry that you wonder how anyone may have an interest in astronomy?
Oh, not at all, Professor. I find it intriguing and wanted to know more about your work.
Ah, that is good to hear. So often those who do not fully understand all that can be gleaned from the stars question astronomy's relevance. Misperceptions frequently arise due to the confusion of astronomy with, to answer your question, the two of us spent countless...
I'm not sure I follow, Professor. Why was that?
My sister is a squib. Clever, hard-working, and generous, but a squib nonetheless. The only non-magical child born to our family in generations, poor thing. Although she manages exceptionally well.
It sounds as if she's a lovely person and accomplished.
She is. And to her credit, while she was once disappointed not to attend Hogwarts, she has excelled in Muggle school. One of the first women, we suspect, to have attended Cambridge, well disguised at the time by our mother as a gentleman scholar. And as astronomy is one subject shared between the Muggle world and ours, she and I have been able to maintain that we still sneak up to a rooftop.
Thank you for telling me about your...
I was glad. Now off you go. I am...
Revelio.
I once flew to Ipswich and back.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome.
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course. I just want...
Revelio! A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblin kind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrok's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrok sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Armit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you.
What are Armit and I...
Remain unseen.
Armit and I can do...
I will await your return.
Revelio.
Dewey.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. Clever.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this thing. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Bombard. Bombard. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing them is something else altogether.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Confront. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Keep your wits about you, Armit. I'll get you through this mine.
Who's there?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrok sets things right. afraid to fight. Watch your step round here. Someone there? Someone there?
Revelio.
Ranrok is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. Wait a moment. Matter of time till Ranrok sets things right. Watch your step round here.
Revelio.
Easily diverted. Just you wait till I'm on solid. Find him!
Protego. Incendio.
Find this up!
Descendo. Leviosa.
This is funny. What's a human doing here?
Accio. Sufficient. Leviosa.
Number of ways coming back this way. Find him!
Glacius. Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Confringo.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans or a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But
Revelio.
there must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Touch your head. Made me a first object of your suspicions. My friends are now, don't I?
Revelio.
Fall dead asleep on my feet, I could. What was that?
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand.
Revelio.
The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
I will make
Accio.
told you would. Let's get this over with.
Accio. Incendio.
Kill spells glance off of me.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Not quite.
Levioso.
Don't stop me.
Accio. Confringo. Glacius.
That was meant for me.
Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is
Incendio.
more complex than I had expected. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Yes, of course.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty
Lumos.
stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Afraid to fight? Wait a moment.
Is somebody there? Hello?
Revelio.
Wizards will be defeated.
Someone? It's always my turn for patrol.
Revelio.
What was that?
Revelio.
Who is it?
Revelio.
Why am I always up here? What was that?
Revelio.
Do with a nice
Revelio.
What's that? Who's there? Wizard kind.
Who's that? Someone there? Hello? Why, it's a grapple you are. Who's there? Afraid to fight?
Revelio. Revelio.
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Someone there? What was that?
It won't be long now before we find another. Is somebody there? Hello?
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Confringo. Bombarda.
I don't have time for this.
Levioso. Impressed. Descendo. Take it. Imperial. Levioso.
Human. As if you could bet.
Levioso.
I won't rest.
Confringo.
Yes!
Levioso.
Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Bombarda. Levioso. Imperial.
This is where you will fail.
Levioso. Bombarda. Confringo. Levioso. There you are. Confringo. Levioso. How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio. It's it.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
Aloha Mora. I'll be quiet.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Confringo. Revelio.
Clever. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio. I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spitwitches as soon as you can.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Who's there?
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Return me to the
Incendio.
ground.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Right.
Levioso. Confringo.
No!
Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Protego. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Protego.